What is up, everybody? Let's talk some Michigan football. And you know what? It's been a week and a half since we've seen a Michigan game. We're only 4 days away. We're only 4 days away from another one, recording this on a Wednesday. And just super, super excited to see what Michigan is going to do against Wisconsin. Let's talk about a freshman that is going to unload in this one. I might even give you a bonus freshman. And we're going to talk about that. And a lot of it isn't because of who the player is. I think he's already a good player. And he's a player we've talked about often, but this is a game that sets up for success in the passing game. And I'm going to show you why. When you look at Wisconsin, first, let's look at their offensive rankings, right? Well, no, let's go to their defense, all right? Their total defense is number 23 in yards allowed, but they have the number one rushing defense. Number one. However, they have the 89th passing defense in passing yards allowed. They're number 37 in scoring defense. They've been doing pretty good in scoring defense. Number 39 in team sacks, number 10 in first downs. But then again, their red zone defense is bad. Their tackles for loss is bad. Their passes intercepted is not good. Basically, what they're a team that is turnover prone that doesn't turn the ball over, right? And that's why you see right here what they've done. They won 17-0 versus Miami of Ohio. Okay, they only managed to score 17 points against a MAC team. Just want to be clear on this. Before you get on me about how Michigan only scored 30 whatever odd points against New Mexico, please remind yourselves that New Mexico beat UCLA 34-10. Like, just beat the doors off of them. And I'm not saying UCLA's good. They're not. But they are a Power 4 team. They then went and won 42-10 against Middle Tennessee. But then when they played good competition, they got blown out 38-14 to Alabama and then 27-10 to Maryland. All right, that's the one that was surprising to me, where it's just like, oh boy, they are not going, that is not in the right direction at all. So here's what they do, and here's why they're good. Now, they're very good in time of possession, Wisconsin is. I think they rank like 5th in the country in time of possession. So they do really, really good in that. And it's a really simple reason why. They try to run the ball a lot on offense, and then they stop the run on defense. The reason they're so good on time of possession more than anything else is because they simply stop the run, but they're giving up tons of passing yards. So those are the type of things that Wisconsin does. They have very good special teams units and all that kind of stuff. But all of this is setting up for two players. Number one, Bryce Underwood, our freshman quarterback. And it is setting up when you go and you play a team that is ranked, right, like 89th in passing yards allowed, you throw the football. It's time to let Bryce Underwood do his thing. When you have a defense that is not getting pressure on the quarterback, all right, 39th in team sacks, but the pressure rate that makes it's even worse. Let me put it that way. The pressure rate is even worse. So you have a team that's not stopping the pass. Let Underwood throw. So here's the question. Sharon Moore's back on the sideline. Underwood got to throw the ball considerably more in the last two games, especially against Central, but also against Nebraska. With Sharon Moore back on the sidelines, will he allow Chip Lindsey to still have that more air-it-out mentality, or is he going to go super conservative again? Is Michigan going to try and beat their head against the wall and run it no matter what, or are they going to allow Underwood to throw the ball on, I don't know, first down, right? Are they going to allow him to open it up and throw the ball on all 3 downs, not just run the ball on first down, run the ball on second down, see what you got on third down? That's what I would like to see, is them allowing and mixing it up. Like, hey, 50-50 shot. You're going to pass or run on every down. You just don't know. And do they trust him enough? I understand the idea of run on first, run on second, because you're hoping to have third and manageable. You know what? But sometimes when you throw it on first down, you never have a third down. Like, sometimes that's how it works. And when you have a passing defense that's struggling this much, look, Wisconsin is Wisconsin. They're not terrible. Luke Fickell, I don't understand him as a coach. When he took over for Ohio, right? We're not going to say the second part of that name, all right? Let's just say it's not the Bobcats, all right? And when he took over for Ohio, they went 6-6 that year. Remember, before Urban Meyer took over, Luke Fickell was the interim head coach. They went 6-6. Michigan beat them with Brady Hoke. Brady Hoke and Michigan Wolverines went on to go 11-2 that year, and win against Virginia Tech. That was Denard Robinson was the quarterback. But then he went to Cincinnati, and he built kind of a little mid-major powerhouse there, right? In a non-Power 4 at the time Power 5 conference, Cincinnati was year in year out one of the better programs in college football if it wasn't one of the Power 4, Power 5 teams. Then he comes to Wisconsin, where you would expect, like, dude knows the Big Ten, dude knows the Midwest, dude knows how to win, but he doesn't win in the Big Ten. And I think that's because there's a level of coaching in the Big Ten that's just flat out different than other places. And so I guess my question here is there still enough left over of the Wisconsin, like, hey, we're going to have great offensive line play, we're going to have great defensive line play, we're going to control the line of scrimmage, or is Michigan going to be able to do it? Do you think Sharon Moore is going to allow Bryce Underwood to throw it, to air it out, or is he going to try and prove that doesn't matter who we're playing, we're still going to run the ball? Like, I could see Sharon Moore being like, now we're still running the ball 60, 65% of the time. My hope is that you see more of a 50-50 split on this one. These are the kind of games that if you can let Underwood air it out, if he can go for 300 yards, throw for 2 or 3 touchdowns, run for another touchdown, one, it starts getting Heisman hype. I know it sounds crazy, right? But it starts getting that type of, oh, is he that kind of talented player? But it also gets other, this is important. I talk about this. It is important. This gets other wide receivers and quarterbacks looking at Michigan as a place to go. More specifically, wide receivers, as a place that they want to go. Young recruits, transfers, right? Like, get Donovan McCulley his first 100-yard game in this one. That would be fantastic. Get somebody a 100-yard game. All right, another freshman to look out for in this game, if we're going to be throwing the ball more, is, let's just think about it. Who do you want? Who's your freshman? Is it Marsh? Is it Browder? Like, that's what I would be looking at, and I think Andrew Marsh is the one who makes the most sense because he can take the top off the defense. Allow him to start doing some more of those things. I think Browder's mode to the field comes if McCulley can't be on the field. I think Marsh can be on the field in replacement of Samaj Morgan at times, to be the other outside receiver, take the top off, maybe even extend vertical out of the slot. Like, those are the things that work. He can do those things and more of it. So I would look to say, hey, if freshmen are going to have a big game this week, it's Bryce Underwood, it's Marsh, and then we'll kind of go from there. Would love, by the way, to see Justice Haynes get 100 yards rushing again and a couple of touchdowns, even against a loaded defense like this. That is rated number 1 against the run. Let's get his name in the Heisman Trophy candidate. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. Hit that subscribe button. Go for it. Do it. See you on the next one.